Welcome back, friends, to our kitchen remodel series. In this video, we're going to be hanging drywall. But first, I wanted to give you guys a quick reminder of where this journey started. So let's get into this week's video. The first thing I had to do was cut my drywall to length. I bought 12-foot sheets of drywall, so there was no cutting required. It basically fit perfectly in the space that I had. One thing to note is that because my drywall is like maybe 1.5 inches shorter than the width of my room, the ends of the drywall did not fall on a wall stud. So I had to add some extra 2x4 supports in so that I had something to screw the end of my drywall boards to. I really enjoy edits like this, so I wanted to incorporate them in my videos, but also get better at them so you guys enjoy them as well. If you haven't already watched my kitchen demo, I encourage you to watch that. It's pretty interesting. Not only do I tear out the entire kitchen, but I also remove probably a 40-foot section of wall. So I'll link that video in the top right-hand corner. Here I am screwing in those extra support pieces. Okay, so this is something that I saw on a YouTube short. They use lipstick. Believe it or not, I don't have any lipstick in my house. So I used paint. And what this does, in theory, is you coat your electrical boxes with paint or lipstick, whatever you got, and then you set your drywall board up against it, put some pressure on it, and it's supposed to leave an outline of the box that you need to cut out. And this board is not easy to move. Alright, so as you'll see here, it left me a partial outline on this one. And this is probably the best one out of the 4. I think I had 4 holes. So this is the one I decided to show on camera, but the others was just like one line or maybe like part of a line. So, I mean, it worked kind of, but it wasn't perfect. As you can see here, I have my 4 holes cut, and they don't line up perfectly. I had to take my multi-tool and basically touch up 3 of the 4 of them. But in the end, it worked out okay. Now I'm just screwing that bottom board up. Now here is where I messed up. So not only should I not have my drill in my hand right here, but my fingers are on the bottom of the board, which is going to make it extremely difficult here in a second to transition that board up on top of the bottom board. Watch this. So my fingers are under those boards right now, or between the boards. And I don't want to throw my drill on the ground, and I can't bend down to set it down, so I'm kind of in a bad situation. And eventually, luckily the board's not damaged, and I'm not hurt, so no harm, no foul. Yep. The other thing. I don't know if you'll notice it in the board or not. Where's it? There should be a hole. Behind my head. Yeah. Okay. So, there's a small hole, probably 1.5 by 1.5, there to the right of my head, as you can see. And the electrical cord that's behind that piece of drywall is supposed to fit through there. And I guess I cut it out. But I struggled to get that piece of cord through there for probably 5 minutes. And 5 minutes is not, a long time. But when you have, when you're supporting a piece of drywall, a 12-foot piece of drywall up, it's quite cumbersome. So it was a pain in the butt, but I finally got it through there. threw some more screws in that upper sheet, and this portion of the drywall install is done.